everybody. Happy Canada Day. Welcome to the great opening of the Great Ape Empire. We are very excited for today to finally be here. We got our entire team of veterans from all across Canada. First of all, I'd like to give a big shout out to the Canadian Veterans Freedom Riders. They are the Owen Sound Trapper, and Chad's trying to block me or make me laugh in the back, but that's okay. Thank you very much, Roger, for this video. Basically, we are a group of veterans that have formed, 9 of us, that have formed a business together, and our mandate is to support other veterans businesses and organizations. We have a great team from all across Canada, and we are ready to rock. What you're gonna start seeing in the future is a lot of our online content, going around and interviewing other veterans businesses and testing out their products. So once again, thank you very much for all your support. Happy Canada Day, and as always, your friendship, your comradeship is greatly appreciated. Thank you very much. Beautiful, eh? Yeah. It looks darn great. That's awesome. Chad Hawthorne, you know that? Did you know Roger Wiarton? He was from Meaford.
But he used to be for two for...
I think he was in Meaford for around...
I worked for one of Townsend just after you.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, he was in McDonald's.
Yeah. Excellent. Glad that you're here, man.
Oh, it's so pumped to hear.
This is awesome.
All right, let's...
Yeah.
Or we could pull. Wait, no.
Middle.
And my daughter works here. And what happened was, I told her,
That's the name. Here.
I said, well, we have to wait.
I don't know what we're so far we're getting. So far we're setting up.
Well, if we can't start killing each other off, then we can get less people on the island. Yeah, we'll start with that. Maybe we'll take a
Have a cup of coffee before
Get a quick little look with coffee and then go ahead.
Thank every single person here for coming out to celebrate this great day. Thank you, everyone, for traveling from near and far. You're going to hear a couple of these things multiple times today, and it's our main company slogan and hashtag, and we'd absolutely love it if you started using it. So here it is. Thank you for your support. It is greatly appreciated. We're going to do a quick deviation to talk about us, and it's a separate presentation, not directly involved, but it kind of is, and it's special. I'd like to invite up Irene Surge. Irene Surge represents the Quilt of Valor, and Irene is going to be making a presentation to one of our very own members. He has no clue, so he might get overwhelmed, so we'll see. So Irene, if you'd come on up.
Irene! Woo!
There's Irene, right here. She said she didn't need a microphone, but she's used to public speaking, so here we go.
Okay, where's my...
Chad Hawthorne, can you please come down to the front? He's coming.
I'm coming.
Would you like to come down here, please?
I will come on down here, absolutely.
I'll get somebody to take this, please. Chad, please sit down. It's dance. Yes, ma'am.
I feel like Donald Trump.
Okay. Good morning.
Good morning.
And happy Canada Day to each and every one. And if it wasn't for people like Chad, and I'm going to say my 2 sons who were in the forces for 35 years. Amen. And my dad who was in both World Wars. Yeah. Experience. Anyway, I love doing this. I love the Freedom Riders. They are fantastic wherever they are. They let us know that they're the veterans, let me tell you. I get very emotional when I talk about the veterans because connected with the Legion is the veterans. And as I was zone commander for 34 years and traveled all this area, I always said, our veterans come first and then our Legion. They are connected, but our veterans are number one. Because if it wasn't for our veterans, we would not be having this happy Canada Day that we're having. As you know, all the problems around the world, and here we are, freedom to do the things that we want to do. So thank you very much for coming and helping us with Chad today to present him with this beautiful quilt of valor that a lot of good hands with love have made this quilt for you. My partner there.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much.
Now you sit down.
All right.
Speech, Chad, speech!
I get to say everything I want to say, right? Thank you very much, Dan, for getting a hold of me, and because I was trying to make connections with him and his wife, Jody, and so thank you for getting a hold of me. And I was saying to my grandson, I was saying to him today as I was coming across town, I always told my husband we would never travel on a holiday weekend, and here I am. Yay! So I said to him as I was coming, Dad, this is very important that I do this today. So bear with me. On behalf of the Quilt of Valor, the Canadian Society, in recognition of your service and sacrifice for Canada and all Canadians, it is a privilege to honor and comfort you. Though we may not know the depths of our sacrifices to protect and defend our freedom, we thank you, Chad. As a gesture of gratitude from grateful nations, we present you with this Quilt of Valor. Yeah! It is our mission to ensure that injured Canadian Force members are recognized for their service, commitment to our country. We give this support through the presentation of quilts of comfort for the past and present Canadian Forces members. And I wish you all the best. Thank you very much. It's been an honor to present this to you, and I'll let you get on with your beautiful day. I could go on and say all the things they want me to say, but I'm just going to say congratulations to you and all the best to come. Yeah. And all the best in your endeavor with this. Okay.
Congratulations, Chad. My name is Dan, and I'm going to be the MC for today's shenanigans. I'm one of 9 Canadian Forces veterans who have partnered up to create this business, the Great Ape Empire. Before I launch into one of my famous long-winded speeches, I'd like to deviate and introduce our first wave of special guests who will be sharing in the greetings. We recognize how much of an honor it is that you are all able to make it here on this big day. And all that includes all of you, the members of the crowd. Bruce-Grey-Owen Sound is a very large riding, and there are many important events going on today. Every second counts, and as we all know, everyone's time is precious. With that, I'd like to introduce and invite these guests, our Member of Parliament, Alex Ruff, who is a veteran and retired as a colonel from the Royal Canadian Regiment, our Member of Provincial Parliament, Rick Byers, who was a director with the True Patriot Love Board, which organizes and funds amazing adventures for veterans, and our very own Mayor, Janice Jackson, who's always been a proud supporter of veterans and a member of the Wiarton's own Legion. Escorting them will be the President of Wiarton's Branch 208, Joe Van der Zan, and the President and founder of Bruce-Grey-Owen Sound's Veteran Freedom Riders, retired Warrant Officer Mike Boudreas, and Great Ape Empire's very own Chris Stoyles, who served with the 3rd Battalion, the Royal Canadian Regiment, and then switched into the Canadian Special Operations Regiment, known as CSOR. After they raise our flags, Chris is going to do a short talk about the Battle of the Somme. It was a historic battle that dramatically changed and altered the course of Newfoundland's and Canada's history. Chris' talk is going to be followed by a moment of silence for all the lives that were lost during this battle. We ask that you all these members please come forward and place our Canadian flags. Chad, there, people support. Chris, come on up.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Just to echo what Dana said already, thank you guys for taking time from this Canada Day weekend to show support for our veterans community and our newly founded Great Ape Empire. As Dan said or introduced me, my name is Master Corporal Retired Chris Doyles, aka Alexander the Great Ape. And Dan, we've come a long way from the phone call quite a few months ago for this brilliant idea. As a proud Canadian Newfoundlander, July 1st has two very significant meetings for me, one of remembrance and then one of celebration. On July 1st, 1916, the Allied forces initiated the Battle of the Somme. At 09:15 hours, nearly 800 members of the Royal Newfoundland Regiment advanced from their trenches towards the enemy position as the third wave of attack. At 09:45, the commanding officer radioed back communicating that the attack had indeed been a failure. Of the 800 men, only 68 were present for the following roll call. 324 were killed or missing and presumed dead, 386 wounded, many succumbing to those injuries. So I ask, if you can, please stand, remove your headdress, and join me in this official moment of silence for Newfoundland and Labrador and all of our brothers and sisters who have made the ultimate sacrifices for the freedoms that we enjoy today.
Thank you very much, Chris. Thank you, everyone. We're going to do something different. And instead of making you all wait here for the tasty treats, we're going to invite you up while we're speaking to file by and get some banana bread cake. And the banana bread cake was actually made by a veteran. Steve Miller is one of the owners of Country Bay, Georgian Bay Country Market, which is just 2.5 kilometers north of town here. And they are delicious. So if you're looking for some tasty treats on your way through town, stop by. So in the military, we learn to adapt and overcome. And we had some coffee, which is here. We're having some power issues for the coffee machines. So just please be patient with us and just get your banana bread and wait for the coffee later. And it is delicious. It was sponsored and provided to us by Arrowhead Coffee. And they do a lot of charitable work with the veterans community. And we thank Arrowhead Coffee very much for their donation. It's just a technical issue. We'll move past that. So, so thank you very much to Arrowhead. The first guest that we are going to introduce is a member of Provincial Parliament, Rick Byers. I met Rick Byers a few years ago, and he introduced himself, and I realized I was in a conversation with someone who was genuinely interested about my experiences in the military. Rick has continuously stepped up and supported veterans over the years, and he even took a group of veterans on an intense expedition to Antarctica. Ooh. As a friend, I'd like to personally congratulate Rick on his recent election win and with his appointment to the Parliamentary Secretary of Minister of Finance. I know you will represent the citizens of Bruce-Grey-Owen Sound well in Queen's Park. Thank you so much for sharing your precious time. Please accept this token of our APE appreciation. This great product was made by a Canadian Forces veteran. Okay.
Well, thank you very much, Dan, and thank you all for being here. It's great to see such a phenomenal turnout on Canada Day, and great to see so many members of the military, and I got two involvement. First, I'll say I'm the former treasurer of Branch 333, Flushing and Mark. There's our president there, Darren Reed. So, welcome, Darren. And as all you Legion members know, the treasurer is the most favorite member of any Legion, you know, so that was supposed to be funny. So, you know, I know it's not the case, but anyway, I was real pleased to contribute with Darren. And Dan mentioned as well my involvement with the True Patriot Love Foundation, which I was so grateful to have. And I'm holding here a picture of me and a Canadian veteran named Jeremy Blair at the top of the highest mountain in Europe called Mount Elbrus. Woo. And this started in Antarctica, and it was an extraordinary trip, about 20 civilians, 10 veterans who went down to Antarctica, unbelievable continent down there. And for us as Canadians, here's one stat for you. 90% of the world's fresh water is frozen in Antarctica. Amazing. Anyway, we were near the top of the mountain, and there was a summit ridge up there about 60 meters away, and literally it was only about 2 meters wide. And I was there, we were roped together with 4 or 5 of us, and I was looking around, we paused, and down the left side of my vision, beautiful sunny day, but it was minus 30 and minus, howling wind. I looked down, it was about 45-degree angle, so I said, you know, if I tripped and fall, I'll be okay, they'll get me. And then I looked over to my right, about 18 inches over, it was 1,000 feet straight down. So I said to myself, buyers, take the next step and make sure it's a good one. And happily, we made it to the summit. But you know, I think of that lesson in life, and especially for me in my new role that I'm very grateful to have, and thank you all for your support. No matter where you are in life, whether you're at the summit, down at the base, going up or down, what's most important is you take the next step and make sure it's the best one you can take. And we can all, I found that a powerful lesson for me. We can all learn from that as individuals. We can learn from that as a country. Let's get together. Let's take the best next step, and let's build this beautiful country of Canada. Thank you, folks. Happy Canada Day.
So I wasn't kidding. Come get some banana bread, because that's how I'm going to keep you here long. So start filing by and grabbing it. Meet my team while we're talking. It'll save some time.
I'll start.
Tanya's starting. I'm not joking. It is delicious. Come on by. So then our next guest, I first met Member of Parliament Alex Ruff in 2007 on the battlefields of Afghanistan. He was a major in command of a company of infantry soldiers from the 2nd Battalion, the Royal Canadian Regiment, which was also my regiment. I was 21 years old and a private assigned to call sign Shadow 3 of the Operational Mentoring and Liaison Team. Task Force 107 Afghanistan would see a lot of heavy fighting. We lost a lot of good guys. It was sad. I know that is probably not what you want to hear on a happy day like Canada Day, but it's also one of the reasons why that Canadian veterans have this day as a day of remembrance as well. It's not just on Remembrance Day. We like to think about our friends on this happy day that are also not with us celebrate. It's days like today that remind us why we actually signed up to defend this beautiful nation. We love Canada. We love you. I know Alex to be an honorable man and a great leader. I'm very proud that he's here today and he's our riding's representative in Ottawa. Alex, thank you for your service as a veteran, and thank you for your continued service as a member of Parliament. Your support and for your support as a friend. Please accept this token of our APE appreciation. This great product was also made by veterans. We hope you enjoy it.
Luck, everybody. But first off, Dan, the whole team here, congratulations on opening your grand opening here with the Great Ape Empire. I do have a question for you, is how did you get that name? I mean, I remember from basic training there was a, I think most of the people here will appreciate it because there's so many veterans, so many families here, but my first platoon warrant officer, he's a gunner though, out in basic training in Chilliwack, he always called me Rough You, and there was a few expletives, House 8 You, every morning at basic training. I'm just wondering maybe is it something that's tied to that. But
if you hop on Google later, there was an albino gorilla named Snowflake, He may or may not look like me when I had hair.
And look, I'm not going to talk near as long as Rick Byers. I thought nobody could talk longer than Bill Walker. I think Rick is taking the cake here. The great thing about today is it's all about support, it's all about family, it's all about community, and having the Legion represented here, having everybody here, and to see a business like Great Ape Empire get off and get going, and totally geared around supporting veterans products, and reaching out and being that unique thing in our great riding to Bruce-Grey-Owen Sound, and especially up here in Wiarton. I just think it's a great thing. Dan, I know you and the team are going to have great success, and I just want to wish you all the best going forward. Keep up the great work, and hey, everybody, be proud. It's great to be Canadian. Happy Canada Day.
Thank you very much. Oh, what's that? Well, sum up. All right. That's an Army saying that I'm taking up too much of your time. I'm not summing up. Not yet. I got a lot to say. I first met Mayor Jackson back in 2014 during her bid for mayor. I remember Janice being a very well-spoken and authentic. I was at the time posted to base Meaford, but as we all know, those that grow up in South Bruce Peninsula always like to know what's still going on in South Bruce Peninsula. Small towns. Everybody knows everybody. I was born right here in Wiarton, and my side of the family lives within 15 kilometers of this very location. My dad, Ron, actually bricked this very building, and actually now Laura Lisk owns the building. With her husband, Bob. We are still trying to work out the details of how we're actually related, and that's kind of crazy because they're only like from 15 kilometers away, and we can't make the connection, and our name's not that popular. So Mayor Jackson has always been a great supporter of the Royal Canadian Legion, and she's been a member. Our Legion works with the town on a regular basis. We need that relationship to always be a strong one. Mayor Janice Jackson has a quality that is very highly respected in the military and veteran community, and that's being able to make tough decisions. We in the military and veterans understand very well burden of command. So we would like to thank Mayor Jackson for her courage and convictions for being in the municipal public life. We need more people like her involved and to work together to better our community. Mayor Janice Jackson, please accept this token of our APE appreciation, and this product was also made by a veteran who are in the back. Thank you, Paul Hughes.
So good morning. Thank you guys for all coming today. This is an incredibly appropriate day to open this store. I gotta say, my council is so supportive of the military, from our veterans. The whole town of South Bruce Peninsula supports our veterans. We've got staff here from the town. We've got Councillor Kathy Durst is here. I just want to thank you so much, and I'm so incredibly proud that we've got 9 veterans that have all joined together to open this store. And not only are those 9 opening this store, all of the products in here are made by veterans right across the board. And it is incredible. I don't think there's been any store in Wiarton or South Bruce Peninsula that's even remotely close to this. And I hope everybody tells everybody that you know about this store to come out here and support these veterans. This is an incredible, I'm really proud of you guys, incredibly proud of you guys. I mean, anyway, I don't know what more I can say. Just thank you for being here. Please support this store and tell everybody Happy Canada Day. We're Canadians, so we're proud. Thank you.
So now I'm also going to beg you to come get this banana bread cake, because if you don't eat it, I have to eat it, and I'm already close to 300 pounds, maybe a bit more, so please eat it. We had a tester, and it was so good, it came home with me. It didn't go well. So veterans crave what we had while we were serving: comradeship, teamwork, and mutual goals. Our next guest is president and founder of the Bruce-Grey-Owen Sound's Canadian Veteran Freedom Riders. His name is retired Warrant Officer Mike Boudreau, and he's going to talk about their great association. We'd like to thank them so much for their support. They have been here with us since the very beginning, and we'd like to offer our support from them. I'd like to give a special shout out to one of their members, Roger Wiarton, who I've served with in the past, and for helping organize this event for their attendance. Mike, please accept this token of our appreciation. This gift is going to keep your club warm on many of your adventures. It is a fire-fast fire starter. Bikers need to know how to start fires.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of members of the Canadian Veteran Freedom Riders, Bruce-Grey-Owen Sound, we are honored to be here on Canada Day for the grand opening of the Great Ape Empire. A special thanks to the owners of Great Ape Empire, veterans themselves, who have welcomed the Canadian Veteran Freedom Riders on this special day. We are so very fortunate to live in a country surrounded by beautiful landscapes, as can be seen in this gorgeous town of Wiarton. Amen. Let us never forget those who paid the ultimate sacrifice so that we can enjoy the security and freedom of our beautiful country called Canada. Happy birthday, Canada. Woo! And once again, congratulations to the owners of Great Escape. In closing, I'd just like to tell you a little bit about the Canadian Veteran Freedom Riders, Bruce-Grey-Owen Sound. We're a national riding club comprised of veterans and supporters from across the country. We formed the club locally here back in 2012. We're involved in an array of different events. We were partially responsible for the Corporal Mitchell Park, which is a beautiful park located in Owen Sound. We do many food drives for food banks in our local communities. We've donated, since 2012, tens of thousands of dollars. And we raise that through the heartfelt thanks to community members like yourselves. And we are so very proud to be here today. The gentlemen, a few gentlemen in back of me, some of our members, have been with us for many years and will be with us for many more years. Across the country, like I said, we're comprised of veterans and supporters who have a common goal, and that is to ride our motorbikes and to help others. So thank you very much for your time, and you have yourself a great Canada Day.
I'd like next to introduce you to someone from way back in my public school days at Amabel Hepworth Central Public School, Kaylee Doran. Kaylee Doran has started another local business. It's called Take a Hike Trail Guide. His business is built for taking people on guided hikes up the peninsulas to walk and focus on safety, local knowledge, and the history and the plant life of our area. We are very proud of Kaylee here, because on the peninsula, offering this kind of a service is critical. We live in a beautiful area, and getting outside to enjoy what we have, which is naturally provided, is one of life's best gifts and medicines. Thank you for joining us, Kaylee. We look forward to supporting you and sending you all the tourists that come inside looking for hikes to get outside. Please come say hello to Kaylee and learn about his business. And Kaylee, come on up here. Please accept a token of our APEpreciation, and may it keep you safe on all of your adventures. Kaylee's shy. So all right, come talk to him privately. Our next guest is pretty well known, and she's local. She even has the 3rd highest rated TV show on the Sportsman Channel in Canada. Mandolin Mayhew was born up in Manitouwadge in Northern Ontario. She now lives right here in Bruce-Grey-Owen Sound. She's a professional hunter, an angler, a strong public speaker, and an advocate for many of today's top outdoor issues. She also has a pretty sweet Chevy truck And when the weather cooperates, you can find her cruising around on her bike. Amanda's TV show, That Hunting Girl, is pretty darn cool. We are very excited that we were able to lock down her and her line as a local retailer for Amanda's Clothes, which just won a bunch of awards for Just Hunt. Amanda has brought her pop-up store, which will be available for you to all go and meet and greet her after we're done speaking. She just won a bunch of the Reader Choice Awards, swept the entire field, so congratulations, Amanda. And Amanda also just got back from up north from a big trip, so she knows she's going to be filled with a bunch of fishing stories and hunting stories. So Amanda, if you come on up here, please accept this token of our appreciation.
I just want to say that I have been involved with other stores before with the clothing line. This store is just remarkable. The way that we communicate and the ideas that we have, and there's so much more to come, especially if you're involved in That Hunting Girl. We have so many surprises to come, but I'm so proud of being a part of this community, being a part of everything that's going on today, and yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. Dr. Tan is a veteran of the Canadian Armed Forces. He just moved to Bruce-Grey-Owen Sound, and he's a survival expert earlier this year. So welcome to the area, Doc. You may recognize his name, his face, or maybe you've heard people talking about him recently. That is because Dr. Tan is a current contestant on History's TV show Alone, Season 9. The show is incredible. It is exactly the kind of show that helped solidify our idea to start a store like this. I always joke and say that if I went on a show like that, that I'd eat every blade of grass and pine cone or bug within a 9-kilometer radius to maintain my calories. Turns out, that would probably kill me. And that is why we at Great Ape Empire have reached out to Dr. Tan. He has a very specific specialty, his medical-oriented survival skills. Equipment is great, it helps, but knowledge in survival situations is so much more important. Great Ape Empire and Dr. Tan, with his company Survival Doctors, have entered into a form of agreement and partnership, mutual support, and we're going to combine knowledge and skills with high quality equipment. Brains basically meet brawn, so, which is good. So we at the Great Ape Empire are eventually going to be running some survival skills through Dr. Tan. We're going to be supporting him. And you're finally going to find out what to do if you were mauled by that angry chipmunk or squirrel who's defending their favorite tree. But there will also be some more serious scenarios covered. Teaching others how to save lives and then teaching them how to teach others how to save lives is a skill that is very vital to this peninsula. We have so many trail systems, outdoor clubs. Tourists arrive by the tens of thousands from all over Canada and the world. Sometimes they arrive unprepared. We want to help with that. In today's world, we need to prepare to take action individually, immediately, and effectively. So Dr. Tan has a great plan, and Great Ape Empire will provide logistical support for anything that he needs. We look forward to working with you, Doc. Thank you so much for coming out to our great opening. We'd like to present you with a token of our Ape appreciation. May this gift help on your future survival adventures. And can you please come up and tell us a little about your experiences on Season 9's Alone? No spoilers, Doc, no spoilers. Please tell us about yourself and why you chose to come live in our beautiful riding.
Good morning, everyone. My name's Timogen. For those of you who don't know me, I work about 1.5 clicks that way in the Wiarton ER. And I want to emphasize that we are blessed to be a part of something so great. These veterans, I've met you briefly, and I'm blown away with your experiences and the grit you have to open and pursue a dream like this. I think if you've never watched the show Alone, at the very base of it, it is 10 people trying to find their place in the world, trying to fight for their dreams. And after serving for so long and going through so much, I think each and every one of us, veteran or not, can understand how hard it is to fight for your dreams after and to find your purpose in this world. So I'm hoping, with my very limited experience in the military, to convey that spirit, to convey that knowledge of what we learned, how we trained in the military, and to inspire others when they're in the dumps, figuring out what they're trying to do in this world, to pick their pants up and to try, and to feel that they deserve that too. So, no spoilers, but you're going to see a lot of me this summer.
If you notice, the members of our team are pretty darn tired. It's because the loan starts at 10 p.m. and we stayed up for the entire episode last night. And congratulations on your shots. That was a good episode. So thank you very much, Dr. Dan. Great speech. Wiarton Legion's Branch 208 is a pillar of this community. They help everyone. I've been a proud member of this branch for years, and if there are any veterans that are local to this area, or any veterans at all, I am also your Legion Veteran Service Officer. Pleased to meet you finally. If you need assistance, I am here to help you. We recently had a Legion election, and we have a new president. And Joe Vandersand is a very well-known member of this community. He has a big heart, and he's always coming up with good ways to help invigorate the Legion and the town. And he helps a lot of veterans with charity. Our Legion, like other businesses, struggled during COVID. Our struggle was though because we relied on volunteers for our membership. We need more members to join to help keep us going. Please consider joining the Legion. Your time is precious to us, and it would be greatly appreciated. Joe, our gift to you is also a gift to the entire Legion. Great Ape Empire is going to be supporting the Legion in every way we can. It is literally across the street. We're going to be there for anything you require. We're going to send people to your location, even if it's just to listen, relax the music, and have a cool drink. I'm going to start by doing that support right now. After this presentation concludes, please make your way over to the Legion. They've opened up early, conveniently. There's music scheduled, and the bar is open. And on a day like today, everyone deserves to have a cold pop or two to celebrate Canada Day. With that, Joe, we'd like to hear from you about what is happening with our Legion.
Well, first of all, good morning everyone and happy Canada Day. First of all, on behalf of the Chamber of Commerce, I'd like to welcome Great Ape Empire to the business community and wish you great success. Thank you. As president of Wiarton Legion Branch 208, I'd like to welcome Dan and all his comrades to the neighborhood. Thank you. Dan and myself have served 3 years together now with the Legion, and I look forward to watching him grow his business as a businessman, as well as continuing our Legion journey together. All the best, Dan. In my role as president, I'd like to take this opportunity to extend a welcome and a shout out to the community. The Legion is not the same organization as it was years ago. Whilst we will always honor and assist our veterans, we also take a more inclusive and welcoming role in our community. Over the years, we have lost many of our comrades over the last several years. We now need members to keep the Legion alive and vibrant. So do come out and see what your Legion is doing for you, but also what you can do for your Legion. And we have some exciting news. We are launching a campaign to raise funds for the rehabilitation of the cenotaph and the mural. Tickets will be available starting today here at the Legion, and we are also down in the park and have a booth set up there, so tickets will be available there. We will be handing out $4,500 in prizes on, what date was that again?
September 10th.
September 10th.
September 10th is the draw.
I'm sure we will add a great event to go with that, but we will be handing out, like I said, $4,500 in prizes. Tickets will be $10 each, and there's only going to be 900 tickets available. So this is just the start of the campaign for rehabilitating a precious spot right in our own downtown here. As Dan mentioned, we have decided to open early today, so please come and share some camaraderie with everyone here and have a beverage. If you've got an appetite, then the cake didn't fill you up, the Legion is doing fries down at the park. Awesome. Thank you very much.
By now, you're likely wondering, who the heck is the Great Ape Empire? And how did we manage to convince all these people, these great people, to be included with you today? Great Ape Empire is an outdoorsman outfitter outpost. We are 9 Canadian Forces veterans and serving members who specialize in selling, renting, testing, reviewing all high-quality supplies, equipment, and apparel built for the hiking, camping, survivalist, and adventuring communities. That's a mouthful. I've been practicing that. We also have a mandate to support other veterans businesses, organizations, by getting their products into our retail locations. Mark my words, veterans are highly skilled and passionate individuals. They make great business owners. Their businesses and their products are usually top notch. They just need a little bit of a boost. We want to help to boost them, and they're going to boost us. We want a helping hand. We want to support them by selling and promoting for them. All the big fancy products that are in this store, they're great. And we have a long history in using them. We know their quality, but it is the veteran products that are very special to us. They are our mission. Working with other veterans has been unique. Our partnerships and our deals are organic. There's a lot of trust. Money's nice, but it's not, and this may sound cheesy, but it's not the highest thing on our priority list. Veterans just want to be a part of a community. We want a purpose. We want to be on a team. But there are challenges. Many veterans suffer from some severe physical or even mental health related injuries from their time serving Canada. Working regular jobs for other people can be difficult. We require a lot of appointments. This is why many veterans become their own business owners and entrepreneurs. We are going to be reaching out to many more veterans. We have really big plans. We needed a legitimate brick and mortar storefront in order to complete phase 1 of our mission. Phase 1 is complete. We are now launching our phase 2. Great Ape Empire is going to be conducting a very large online campaign on all social media platforms. These 9 members of my team are going to be going on amazing adventures. They're going to be conducting tests and reviews of the products that you're going to be finding in our store. These tests and reviews, they're not going to be standard. There's going to be a pretty big twist. Our team has some pretty intense skills that they learned in the military or since retiring. And if you visit our webpage, which is www.greatapempire.com, you can read their individual biographies. Have you ever wondered what it'd be like, or if you'd be able to set up a tent on top of a mountain during torrential downpours with high winds? That is when these products are going to matter most. And we want to provide you, our customers, with our online video reviews so that you can have confidence in the products you are buying. 3 of our 9 members are still active serving members in the Canadian Forces, 2 of the regular force, and 1 is now currently in the reserves. The 3 active members, they send their regrets for not being in attendance as they had other plans, like defending our nation. So we will forgive them this time. So we're going to cut Justin, John, and Rob some slack for being in Alberta, Quebec, and New Brunswick. But here are the 9 members of our team in alphabetical order. They want anyone getting upset. And I ask that they come forward and they give a big wave. And I'm going to be including their Great Ape names. So the first person on our team is Chad Hawthorne, who is now known as call sign Auxilium Operarius from Manitoba. Next, we have Chris Stoyles, call sign Alexander the Great Ape from Newfoundland. The next guy speaking before you is Dan List from right here in Wiarton. Called
What's all this stand for?
Agua is the official great white ape. I was nicknamed after an albino gorilla. So we got a long story. Look him up. Our next member, his name is James Mailman. Call sign Sasquatch Jim from Nova Scotia. Self-explanatory. Our next member is Jason Murray. Call sign Gibson Claymore from right here in Ontario. John Latondra was here the last couple days, but he had to fly back to active service. His call sign is Rocket, and he's from Quebec. Justin Keogh, who's currently serving in New Brunswick, his call sign is Oak Lee. Next member on our list is Tyler Rayner, call sign O'Rainer Tang. He's from Northern Ontario. And lastly is going to be Rob, who is still serving in Edmonton. His call sign is 000, and he is originally from British Columbia. All of us are veterans of the war in Afghanistan. We have an incredible bond, stronger than Gorilla Glue. We would like to thank our 3 employees, Kylie, Belinda, and Tasha. You are rock stars. Your hard work is greatly appreciated. I'm almost done, don't worry, we're almost done. What we need to be successful in our mission, which is to help others, is your help. And you can all help us with that right this very moment. And it is not by buying anything. Your help is free, but it is very valuable to us. We need help with your time. We need help getting name recognition to help us grow as a new business online. Grow an online following so that when we start putting out our high quality content showing how to use these good products, we have a larger starting audience that will help trigger those fancy online algorithms. It's critical to our long-term business plans to help promote other veterans' businesses. Our tests and reviews may even save your life. Almost everyone these days has a cell phone or access to a computer and the internet. All we are asking, that is throughout the day or even at this very moment, that you go online and you use some of our cheesy hashtags, like Great Ape Empire, like APEpreciate. Clever, that is greatly appreciated. And just tell people that we are here and that we're open for business and that we're looking to forge friendships and partnerships. I'd like to say thank you to Laura and everyone at Team Lisk for your help in getting started out. Thank you to the help we have had from professional companies we have hired and all the friendly advice from our friends and family who are way smarter and with more experience than us. But there's one person in particular that I'd like to give a big shout out to, and that is Matthew Hoffman. Matt is a great friend, but also he's a salesman for BioLite and Buck Knives, and he gave us our real first business contract, and it gave us confidence to pursue more and to move forward. For that, it is only fitting, and I think he has it already on, that we're going to be presenting, and have presented Matt, with our newly customized, with our logo on it, Buck Knife. Okay? Matt, thank you for everything. Your help and your friendship is greatly appreciated. And now I want you to get on that BioLite fire pit and start cooking up some delicious meat products bought from our friends at your local meat shop and more. That's a nice advertisement. Now, while you're here and before you leave, please, behind you, take a look at the beautiful mural out front that has been commissioned by Laura List and painted by Sarah. You can find Sarah's on vacation right now. You can find Sarah on Instagram at Sarah Ocean Artist. It is a beautiful mural. And with that, I'd like to say, have a... Woo! I want you all to have a safe and happy Canada Day. Thank you for coming out. It is greatly appreciated.
Cake and coffee. Cake and coffee.
Cake and coffee. Cake and coffee. There. Yes. Break the tune.
Careful, bud. Okay, go that way.
Yeah, we do a lot of the online stuff, so we'll be doing
Okay, that's the dinner. That's the thinking.
Right?
That was like what's going on with
I recognize you have the black wrapped around. Yeah, first time I did it, I was like just using it to like go up that way. And at the end, because it's a little thinner, it was just going like that. I was like, alright, that's a bad idea. So next time I did it, I used my belt.
It's interesting to sit at home in an armchair, but it's interesting.